Sean Salisbury for Open Sports. I want to go back and hit some of these injuries to three quarterbacks in particular. There's injuries and people are banged up all over the place. We saw Joseph Adai and Bobby Sanders come back and help Indianapolis, and still trying to see what kind of rhythm they get in. But you take a look at Roethlisberger, mentioned it during the Monday Night Football review. How long will Ben be out? This has been one that's been nagging him for a while, and heard it again. This is a tough guy, but do you continue to put him in with that shoulder and hopefully he can sustain it and get through with it and deal with it in the offseason, or is this one you take a step back for a couple weeks and hope Byron can hold it down and that Ben's going to be okay as we further understand what's going on as the week goes on? Very, very important for what I consider a Super Bowl caliber football team. Kyle Orton, again, out, but it's not going to be that serious. Could be a couple weeks. Has played great football. Is no doubt the most improved player in the National Football League, in my opinion. But Rex Grossman, we talk about that there's not a lot of backups that you can count on and trust. And there really isn't, folks, in this league. But Grossman, while as a starter people were up and down and the emotions and, oh my gosh, give me something to calm me down. Give me something to fire me up. I don't know which Rex Grossman's showing up. Well, he played well enough to get him a win. Statistics weren't great. He hasn't played much. But this is a former Super Bowl starter, people. Former Super Bowl starter. The transition, while he wants to play and he doesn't want to take over the job by somebody getting hurt, but one guy's loss is another guy's gain. Orton had it when Grossman didn't do well, and Orton came back in, and Orton lost it originally to Grossman after his rookie year. Now Orton's got it back after Grossman and Greasy didn't hold it down, and then Grossman goes to the Super Bowl, and then Greasy takes over for Grossman the next year, and then all of a sudden Orton's in, and now Kyle Orton's a starter, and now he's hurt, so Grossman's back in, and Greasy's in Tampa, backing up Jeff Garcia. So Grossman's been in the Super Bowl. Let's see what he can do. But again, Ron Turner, the offensive coordinator, with the help of Matt Forte and with the way they're throwing it, I would expect that they continue in their aggressive ways. The problem is there's this stigma that surrounds Grossman that at times he's too aggressive. So the question here is, will the Chicago Bears stay aggressive and realize that they've got a really good team as long as Rex Grossman protects the football, plays with guts, don't play stupid, just don't play scared. And then finally, Matt Schaub out. I'm a big Matt Schaub fan. He was on a roll. He's hurt now. And Sage Rosenfels, who is one of the more capable backups in the league, has thrown some interceptions, threw one in the end zone last week that hurt his team. I didn't exactly like the play calling in certain situations in that game, but Sage Rosenfels is capable. So this will not be a bye week. They're not going to go into the tank if Matt Schaub can't play for a while. Sage Rosenfels can play. He's a veteran who understands his place. He's just got to make sure, and it's happened a couple times, that he doesn't throw the costly interception or do the stupid thing and try to do too much. That's the biggest problem backup quarterbacks have. They try to do too much, and they try to act like the starter, and in turn, not only do they act like the starter, they don't even act like the backup's supposed to act and be accountable and be responsible for helping his team. Do never, ever, ever play in a situation where you're trying not to win the game. That's a bad negative thought that a coach puts in your mind. You go out there, you don't just manage it. You go out there to win a game as a quarterback, and if you can't win a game or if you don't have that mindset, you don't belong in a league and you're not worthy of being a quarterback. I know these guys that I've named and the Sage Rosenfels believe they can win games. You keep an eye on that and see how big the backups are, and they're going to be big, not only at quarterback but in certain positions the final half of the NFL season.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.